course, we should never give up.
Yes.
So, but sometimes it's not so easy because we don't know whether it is our past karma. How we can understand that those who are acting, we are not like Avanti Brahman. Na mai janu sukha dukha hetu.
Yes.
So how we can understand is Krishna testing me or past karma?
Even if it is past karma, even if it is past karma, we have to clean that karma. How to clean it? How to do that? We have to, as we work very hard to get this bad karma, we really work very hard to become sinful. So let us also work very hard to become more sinful. That's all. The process of Krishna consciousness is not a matter of going parallel with Maya. No, this is a whole total U-turn. As we're going, he said we have to turn back. That's Krishna consciousness. So as we work very hard to become very, very sinful, we should also work very, very hard to become purified. And as dirty as we are, so also the energy is required to get purified. So even if it is our karma, still we have to work it out. We cannot run away from it. If we have borrowed money from somebody and the person has come to ask us for the money, the best thing is to run away. Work and pay the debt. You should work and pay the debt. That's intelligence. If you run away, the debt will follow us. The debt will not run away from us. The debt will follow us. So better work and pay the debt. That's intelligence. So even if it is our karma, let us work it out. By what? Tolerating it. So tolerate it as far as we are fixed on the boat of transcendental knowledge. As far as we are fixed on this boat, Krishna will tell us that the fire of devotional service is so powerful, so strong that it will burn off all the inauspicious things and bring out only the purity. Therefore we should tolerate. The only way is to tolerate in Krishna consciousness. To tolerate it. Then how do we know that we are on the right path? How do we know that we are on the right path? If you are chanting 16 rounds minimum every day, trying to improve the quality every day, you are keeping the four relative principles very nicely. We have a fixed service for Krishna that we do every day. We are hearing, we are chanting, we are practicing, we are associating nicely. We are in a good way. We are on the right position. As far as we are doing these things, these auspicious activities, this is wonderful transcendental activities, these Krishna conscious activities, we are on the right path. So therefore our acharyas are telling us, remain there, because that is the only way to get out of it. Materially it is said, he who fights and runs away will have to fight tomorrow. But who fight and remain will finish the fighting and become free. So let us fight and get free. Win the battle and get free. Arjuna, representing all of us devotees, has Krishna, has the goddess of fortune, has Hanuman, who has helped Lord Ramachandra to conquer Lanka, is now with Arjuna on his side. All the wonderful auspicious things are with Arjuna. So taking to Krishna consciousness means that we have all the wonderful opportunity to become successful in our Krishna consciousness. So we're on the right path. Krishna consciousness, the right path. If you become diplomatic, become political, then we're on the wrong path. Then the system will not work on us. But we are sincerely trying, the system will work. Wonderful. So we shouldn't be afraid or the difficulties. In fact, for a devotee who is very, very fortunate, a devotee who is making advancement in Krishna consciousness, his or her path will be troublesome. A devotee who is not having challenges in his or her devotional service in Maya, full Maya. If there is no challenge in what we are doing, what is the proof that what we are doing is wonderful? If you have not attracted the attention of Maya by taking to serious Krishna consciousness, then you have not started. The one who is making advancement in Krishna consciousness, they have challenges all the time. So we should be grateful to Krishna. Instead of becoming, oh Krishna, why? That is ungratefulness. We shouldn't ask Krishna why. We should tell Krishna, thank you. Thank you that you are so concerned about my life, that you are taking such interest in me. One day Srila Prabhupada chastised a disciple, the servant. Why are you not here? The servant, your duty is to be here. Why are you not here? It's chastising. You should be here. The god brothers of the disciples who were there, they asked the Prabhupada, what should we do for a god brother and sister that you are chastising? What should be our own attitude towards it? Prabhupada said, oh, you should see that this devotee is very, very fortunate. The Guru is giving attention to the disciple, giving attention, he's chastising, putting him on the right track, right attention. That is the mercy. So shouldn't be, oh, why are you chastising me? I've been serving you all these days. Only one time I just left here, you are angry with me. Guru, you should not be angry, you should be Santa, Sama, Sukatuka. Are you chastising me, Guru? No, that is ungratefulness. Gratefulness means that, oh, thank you very much. You care for me and you are giving attention to me. So we should be grateful. That's why our charities are telling us, stay there. If we are not corrected, how are we going to be the best of what we are trying to do? And to be corrected means we have to be monitored. So the teacher must be there to see what we are doing, how we are doing it, and be corrected. Alright? Yes, sir.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, you mentioned a point before committing any action, action, you must think about the final consequence of that action. But in given situation, we sometimes put in a situation where we have very little time to react, and we just react very instantly, spontaneously, without thinking about the final consequence of that thing. Right? That time we forget that we are the soul and we are the body, and not this body is soul and all the thing. Forget every philosophy we have learned this far, and we just forget it in just one moment. So I'm just trying to say, sometimes we try to comprehend things, and we don't have little time. As we have the time to understand and to contemplate about the consequence of that thing, we may not commit that crime. So I find it very difficult to control our action at given that moment. And had we have enough time to contemplate and why this thing can possible, how can this thing possible, if we can, how can we just create that space, that time, very little time of reaction.
If we are put in a situation where we have little time to think before we act, then don't act. Don't act. If you are accused of something, you don't have the immediate answer, don't speak. Just be silent. If the person asks you why you not responding, so I have not gotten the answer yet. That is why I'm waiting. So we will not complicate the problem, because we already made one mistake. We don't want to add. So keep quiet. The person will ask you, why are you keeping quiet? So, because I don't know what to say yet. So you are saying, right?
I was trying to ask this question in a context where we are trying to control our sense gratification. I mean, when we react in a way, very spontaneous way, that time we don't care about our sense.
So we shouldn't.
We just react spontaneously.
We shouldn't.
Gratify our sense.
Because we are not transcendental, so we cannot be spontaneous yet. If you are transcendental, they can be spontaneous. Since we are not on that platform, we shouldn't be spontaneous. We should wait and think before we act. It will save us. It is for our own benefit. If you will do that, if you can practice it to help us. Why should I eat and go and suffer? Just wait.
That's why I was asking this question. If we start contemplating before doing any action which is put us in dilemma.
For every material thing, we should consider it very carefully, hundreds of times before we do it. Only for Krishna we shouldn't consider. We should do it immediately. But for our material things, we should consider it many times, hundreds of times before we do it. We are not transcendental. How can we be spontaneous? What is spontaneity in conditioned life? It doesn't exist. Only for Krishna we should act immediately. We are been told, go and cook for Krishna. We should go and do it. If it is for our senses, please consider it many times. It should be spontaneous. Until we are transcendental, then we can be spontaneous. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.